Dear student, I would like to present audio-visual training kit for C language which was developed during 1994 to 1998. It's quite old experiment and most successful experiment. I hope you will like this adventure. Let us see how to use the YouTube channel. In step 1, click at this icon capital D. Then in step 2, click on playlist and then all the chapter wise distribution of video clips are displayed over here. Is it clear? For highly paid jobs in IT industry, the in-depth knowledge of data structure is required. To teach data structure, knowledge of at least one programming language is essential. Normally there are 4 options: C, C++, Java and Python programming languages. The C language provides pointer facility, and through this pointer facility you can easily understand data structures properly. That is, the data structure can be taught more effectively through C language than any other programming language such as C++, Java or Python. This training kit provides advanced level knowledge of C programming for better understanding of data structure. It helps to establish the better coding culture. In 1994, I have published my first book on programming language, namely The Hidden Treasure of C from BPB Publications. Today, more than 25,000 copies of this book are in circulation and available at hundreds of libraries throughout the world. I found that for providing the training of C language, the books have limitations. The multimedia and e-learning could be a better option. Thus, I have decided to develop an audio-visual training kit for C language using multimedia technology. During 1994 to 1998, I have worked day and night, refer hundreds of books on C language and launched C language audio-visual training kit, which contains 538 audio-visual screen recording, that is around 50 hours duration training kit. Using this training kit, I could train thousands of students, and that too without my direct involvement. It's a teacherless classroom. In those days, I got unbelievable success. More than 1,500 students got the prestigious job in IT industry across the globe because of this training kit and because of these experiments. During 1994 to 1998, development of such audio-visual training kit was a very challenging task. I have faced a lot of difficulties such as hardware issues. Only 486 personal computers were available with 640 kilobyte primary memory and 384 kilobyte extended memory. I am saying kilobytes, neither I am saying MB or GB. Pentium was introduced in the market in 1997. So there were huge hardware limitations. In those days, very poor quality microphones were available in the market. The noise filtration was not available, and that's why, because of noise issue, I have discarded many recordings. Even soundproof environment was an issue. To store the data, only 1.44 MB floppy disk and 200 MB hard disks were available. We could not even dream CDs for permanent storage of data. Software issues. In 1994, the term multimedia was totally new. The e-learning is the application of multimedia. I mean, in 1994, the multimedia e-learning was in premature stage. Microsoft Camcorder was the only utility available for screen recording, which comes along with Visual Studio. And I used that MS Camcorder for recordings of this clip. The audio or visual editing facility was not available for editing AVI files created by MS Camcorder utility. It's all because typical Kodak of Microsoft. Just because of this reason, I have discarded around 5,000 hours of recordings. It's a huge discarding rate. The audio-visual synchronization was a major issue with MS Camcorder utility. While recording, after 3 minutes of recording, video recording lagged behind audio recording. If you focus on this horrible synchronization problem, then there is a possibility of technical or grammatical or pronunciation mistake and whole recording become useless. And that is why this huge high discarding rate. This is another reason why I have discarded 5,000 hours of recordings. The PowerPoint was the only easily available software for drawing the complex diagrams. On the top of this, in 1994, very limited facilities were available in older version of MS PowerPoint. During recording, I could not load multiple software because of memory limitations. In spite of all these difficulties, I had patiently recorded 538 clips. Till 2004, I used this training kit for training the students. But afterwards, due to hardware and software compatibility issues, I dumped this training kit. It remains idle for 16 years. Fortunately, IIIT Kottayam technical team, especially our technical officer, Mr. Siju, could resolve these technical issues and successfully unlock these clips. The technical team of IIIT Kottayam, Anjali, Vinaya, Binubabu have converted these clips into WMV format. Thus, I am able to share this hidden treasure with you. If you train the student with the help of this training kit, then it has a very high memory retention rate. It means you can remember the concept for pretty long time. Sometimes even you can remember after few years. That is, the visual impact of this software is very high. Second point, the training time has drastically reduced. Just 33% time is required to teach any complex concept as compared to blackboard teaching. This means we can teach 3 times faster than blackboard teaching. That is, the 50 hours duration training kit is equivalent to 150 hours of training kit. I mean blackboard teaching. Third point, millions of students can be trained simultaneously. So country like India, if you want to establish the coding culture, these techniques are very useful for mass training. This training kit facilitates to revise the concept many times. Hundreds of diagrams are included to teach the complex concepts. One more advantage, teaching directly using C language compilers with all runtime facilities and complexities help us to understand the concept with more clarity. Carefully design each program after referring more than 100 books. After the development phase, the kit is tested over thousands of students. on the basis of student feedbacks, re-recorded videos and replaced them many times. Thus, it could become most efficient software to teach advanced level concepts of C programming language. Till 2006, on this topic, I have published 38 research papers, out of which 7 are listed in Scopus. Let us see a very important reason behind this venture. Observe this table. In the third column, last row, it is showing India's population. We have 17.69% global population share. That is 17.69% of global population are residing in India. And what is the global IT market share of India? It is 3.82%. We have more than 17% population and their global IT market share is just 3.82%. If you convert it, so 1% global population residing in India, what is the contribution in global IT market share? 0.22%. Now just observe, 1% global population residing in Canada or USA, their IT sector, global IT sector contribution is 8.75 and 8.57. It's a huge difference. Again, I will repeat. 1% global population residing in India is producing 0.22% global IT market share. Whereas 1% global population residing in USA or Canada is generating, or it is having share, what is that ratio? 8.75 and 8.57. This difference is really very huge. Now, there is something, some problem. Can you identify it? You see, even if you get 17% share for 17% population, then we can add to our economy 52 trillion rupees. That is, our IT sector can grow with 4 times more. So we'll multiply the IT sector, we can increase the IT sector 4 times. Is it possible? Yeah, it is possible. We are producing 25% engineers of the world, 20.7% STEM graduates. We are producing 8 lakh computer engineers per year. So everything is highest in the world. Manpower, we are producing highest number of trained manpower across the globe. And what is our share? Just 0.22%. We need to increase it. How we can do it? We'll have to teach to the student how to convert the specialized knowledge, say big data, predictive analysis, machine learning, networking, everything, any subject, how to convert that knowledge into software. We must train them the conversion of knowledge into software. That is, we need to develop coding culture. And what is coding culture? We need to teach them properly how to write better C programs, most efficient C programs, and then how to study the data structures. There are around 4,000 data structure problems available on Geek4Geek site. If you could solve those data structure programs, then yes, we can establish the coding culture. Computer science is the most dynamic field. The absorption rate of technology is very high. But subjects such as programming languages, algorithm and data structure never change. That is, they are static component of computer science discipline. The audiovisual training kit developed in 1994 is still relevant. Thus, even today, I could share this wonderful, very old teaser with you in 2020. I hope this will help us for developing good coding culture across the nations. Jai Hind.